on at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we got issue 20 of the Build the Titanic. Brilliant. Now, in this, let's have a quick look at the instructions. And there we have the instructions. Parts in this issue: the first LED lights. There we go, 20A connecting cable for the first funnel. We got the LED lights and circuit board, J1. 20C is a boiler room vent hood. 20D is some decking, a cold vent, antenna holder, 2 hatches, 2 grills, 2 further grills, B and C, and 2 swan neck vents, a plastic band, and 3 PB screws. Excellent stuff. There we can see for the vents on this part from 16C. We'll turn the page. We'll pop that into place. There's the dome with the skylights. Then we need the superstructure, the officers' quarters, to fit the decking. Then we can test the LEDs, pop the LEDs in place. I believe these tabs might be a little bit tricky. And then here's a little tip in the instructions to use a screwdriver to ease those tabs back to get the LED circuit board in place. Test it again. Then we got some more vents to attach. Pop them in place there and there. Excellent stuff. Quite a bit to do again. And then we turn over and we have the hatches. Remove the 2 hatches. Oh, here we saw it. The vent hatches here. They pop out. I've painted these brown on mine, so I'll glue them in place as well as. And then we have a cold vent as well here. Back on with the lifeboats. I don't have the lifeboats on mine at the moment. An antenna holder over here, and then we have the 2 swan neck vents to fit in place on here. And I think that moves on to other parts. Take the ventilation duct from part 15A. There we go. I'll pop that in place. We put this rubber band onto this water tank to keep that cable in place. Then we attach the cable through the funnel and back into this decking that we fitted the LED circuit board in the first place. There we go. Pops through there and we screw the funnel in place. Completed work. Excellent. Issue 21. There we go. Whole section and fixing screws, plus updated details for the decks. I think we did know about that, the updated details, but that is brilliant. So that's that for the parts list and the instructions. Oh yeah, we need to have a look at the magazine as well, don't we? And here we have the world's biggest ship's dining room, Giant of the Sea, on page 3. The enormous first class dining room measured roughly 10,760 square feet, 1,000 square meters, and opened onto D deck. The space was rectangular in shape, roughly 114 feet by 92 feet. The restaurant had 115 tables and could seat 554 passengers in groups of between 2 and 12 guests. That looks absolutely brilliant. Right, these were leather, greenback leather chairs. None of them were bolted down, so that made it a lot easier to move about, make people more comfortable. And I believe there was 3 restaurants on the ship. Obviously that was the main restaurant, and then there was an Italian one, I believe. Here we have the Cafe Parisien. This will explain a bit more. Should privileged first class guests not wish to take their meals in the dining room where the captain dined, nor in Luigi Gatti's a la carte restaurant, a third option was available. This set Titanic apart from other transatlantic liners run by competitive lines, and also from its sister ship Olympic. This was the Cafe Parisien, located on the starboard side of B deck. directly connected to the a la carte restaurant. The Cafe Parisien was open from 8 AM to 11 PM and offered the same menu. It was one of the most frequented places on the ship, especially by the younger members of the most prominent families travelling on Titanic. Excellent stuff. Now, if you're like me, you do like the odd cruise too. We went on a ship called the Celebrity Silhouette back in May. Went to Norway. It was a 7-nighter. Now, the Titanic had 3 restaurants, as we just read. On the Silhouette, there was God knows how many. You had the main restaurant, you had the buffet upstairs, you had a burger place on one of the open decks, and you also had speciality restaurants, and I believe there was about 5 of them. And then there was another couple. I think one was the Blue Restaurant and the Luminaire or Luminaire Restaurant. They were exclusive for suite members, people who had suites. Now, we had a balcony cabin, which was brilliant. Even though we were going to Norway and it wasn't all that fantastic weather, the scenery was breathtaking. So you definitely need a balcony at least. Inside cabin's great. They're very cheap. You can always go onto the deck to have a look at the scenery. That's fair enough. But if you do want to experience a cruise, an inside cabin, especially for your first cruise, is brilliant. You know, because they are cost effective. It is an all-inclusive holiday, so it makes sense to go on an inside cabin just to get a feel of life on a cruise ship, because it isn't for everybody. I do know that. People can be a bit standoffish is the best way of putting it. They're not unfriendly at all, but they're just standoffish because obviously you don't know them, and they come from different parts of the country as well as the world. We always get along with people brilliantly. We do love to socialise, especially in the main restaurant at night time. We had groups of 8 at our table, and it's always fascinating to listen to what other people get up to in their lives and what they've done. There are some really interesting characters on board these ships, and every night can be different. We have had some absolutely fantastic holidays, especially the last 2 cruises. We met up with a couple from Ellesmere Port, and we're going to be seeing them again soon, so that is brilliant. Other couples we've met, it's a little bit too far. One was in Kentucky and one was in New Zealand, but that was a few years ago now as well. But it is absolutely fantastic cruising. The eating, the drinking, it's top dollar. It really is. You do pay for it, but it is well worth it. If you're like me, you like a little bit of food, I always choose 2 starters because the main restaurant is a la carte, so the portions aren't fantastically big, but it is lovely food, absolutely gorgeous food. But I always go for 2 starters. And then obviously at night time I go for a pizza, and that's usually about midnight. That's why you put the poundage on. But the eating and drinking is superb. But anyway, besides all that, we've got a build to do, so let's get on with the build. Okay, those are the parts. I thought these would be plastic, but they're not. They're metal, so that's brilliant as well. And here we have the LEDs. They're already bent over in place. That's brilliant. But first of all, what we need is 16C, which is this one, and we need 20H, which I believe is that one. So I need to get that out. There we go. That will fit nicely just there. Now we need to add a little bit of super glue. Okay, now we've glued that, we can pop it in place. This goes just here. You'll see there's 3 holes for the pegs. Put that in place there. Now you can glue this in place, but that will hold itself, to be honest. Obviously that's still loose, but that's how that looks now. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. Put that to one side because we need this decking next. We need to take the backing off. I need to pop that just here. We've got the backing off. Got to make sure we get these holes lined up. Just like that. Excellent. That's looking brilliant. Lovely jubbly. Next thing we need to do is pop that to one side. It's to test these LED lights. This is the test that we've had given to us previously. So pop that in there. Oops, there we go. And we're on. Well, at least that lights up nicely. Excellent stuff. Okay, now we need to fit this into the officers' quarters. Now I do believe we need to fit it. Let's see. This, not that way. It's this way. It goes in there and there. Oh, the two LEDs go out in there and there. We've got these, a couple of tabs on either end, so that's not going to be easy. And you can see here it's shaped for this here, right, so you can't really get it wrong. Now that's got to go there and there, and that is going to be a bit awkward because that goes in there. So basically I think we need to bend a couple of these. I was hoping to slide it in, but obviously it's not going to slide in either. Well, that one's gone in there, nice, and that one's clipped under there nicely. Now we need to bend or push these two tabs from the top here, and we'll do this one first. Just grab my screwdriver. Let's move that tab out of the way anyway. There we go. I think that tab can be pushed back. Yep. There we go. That's in place. Excellent. Let's test that again. There we go. Lights up nicely. Lovely jubbly. There, we can pop that to one side. Now that circuit board is nicely in place because we need this back, and we need 20C, which is this. We need a couple of these vents. We need that one and 20J. So we need this part, 14B, and this one, so we need to take these two out. So basically staple, scalpel, now we just need to again super glue these into place. Basically pop a little bit of super glue here along the top and down at this side. And put that there. Just leave that to dry. It'll soon set. I honestly thought these grills were going to be plastic. I'm pleased that they're metal. And there's no, I think that I don't think it matters which side you put this on. There we go. That's that one in place and that one in place. Can you see them? Focus. There we go. Excellent stuff. Now we can position them. So we need the officers' quarters deck back, and let's make sure that cable isn't going to get trapped. On the first one, we'll go on here like that. That's a nice. It's not a very tight fit. If you don't fancy gluing it, it'll go nicely there. So there we go. Just added an additional camera. There we go. You can see it nicely there. I mean, it's not going to fall out, but it's entirely up to yourself. And now this one goes in here, just there. Again, you can glue it if you want, but I've tended not to. Well, that looks excellent, that. I'm going to push down a bit more that one actually. Just make sure you don't trap that cable, that plug. There we go. Yeah, that little click. Excellent stuff. Okay, we've got these two smaller grills here for here and here. So we'll get them out. This one we don't use 20. I will keep that for future use. Okay, got a pair of pliers. Now there's a flat part of the pliers there, so you can pop the vent in there, or the grill in there, line it up right to the middle, and then just bend it. There we go. Then we can check to see if it fits. If not, we can bend it a little bit more. Yeah, that seems to fit fine. We'll need to glue that in place as well. No, just a tad more. There we go. Excellent. Stops it rocking around. There we go. That's that one, and I'll glue that one and glue that one in place as well as. Now to glue these two in place, I'm using that crystal clear that I've used previously, because obviously I've painted the hatches already, so I don't want to mess up the paintwork. This set's clear anyway, as I've already stated, and that fits there nicely, and that fits there nicely. Brilliant. There we go. That's them two. You can see blotches of white, but that'll dry clear anyway. Excellent stuff. So to you which glue you use. If you don't have any long nose pliers like I had then, and you have to use the teeth part here, use some masking tape. Put some masking tape across the vent, because you don't want to take the paintwork off. Protect it, and then you can use the pliers. Now we have this vent to fit in here. One peg is larger than the other, so you can't really get it wrong. Fit that in place. Again, if you're not happy, glue it in place. That's that piece in place. There you go. It's looking good. Excellent. Now we need the antenna. Oh, this is the antenna holder. That pops in there like that. Now that is a very loose fit. There we go. That's that now super glued in place. Okay. And now we got these swan neck vents. There you go on this side. That one can go there. and that one can go there if it will. That's the wrong way around, John. That's the way. There we go. Like that. That one's a nice tight fit. That one's not too bad. But again, you can put glue on if you want to. They're entirely up to you. They're not going to drop out. You can even put glue on this underneath. Excellent stuff. It's looking fantastic. The more detail, the better. And now what we have is this piece, 15A, which pops in there and goes, see if we can get that in. That's a tight fit actually. That's got in nicely. Brilliant. Okay, we can pop that to one side because we need the first funnel out and we need to take the water tank out. So I'll take this take that off, take the water tank out. It wants to come out. Eventually. There we go. Put the funnel to one side for now. We can fit this lackey, or this rubber band. There we go. Just like that. A little bit fiddly, but it is a nice tight fit. Well, that's good. It's good news. Now we can pop that to one side. And what we do need is this cable. We have to fish this through the funnel. Got K1 on the socket there, so I'll pop that through that way. Up she comes, there she goes, and I believe this end we need to fit through here. Yep, it is definitely a tight fit, so let's see if we can just raise that down. There isn't much room for it, really isn't. There we go. And it's in. And this end is for the smoke generator, so we can move that out of the way and position this funnel back in place. So let's pull this cable through a little bit more. There we go. Help us out here a little bit. Come on. There we go. Get them steam pipes out of the way. Fit the funnel there, like that. Excellent. There's the cable, and that is for the smoke generator. When we do put it together, now we've got 2 AP screws. Let's connect this up. And that's the second one. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Now we do have a spare grill, which we got the last issue. Apparently this is a better fit than the one we received originally. That fits just there like that. I think that's about right. And you come around a little bit. There we go. That's a much better fit. Excellent stuff. Let's just plug this in. There we go. See the LEDs either side of the funnel? Brilliant. And let's put it on put it down as flat as possible. And you can see on, let's see the front camera. There you go. Some lighting coming through. But that looks impressive, does it not? Excellent stuff. So that is completed work. That will fit at a later date. I've took the dome off. There's the vent here, all with the grills on. Everything is in place. Brilliant, excellent stuff. There we go, folks, that's issue 20 completed. I've still got it lit up. Look at that, looking really bonny. Yep, all nicely lit. There's just one vent on that one. Obviously keep this grill separate, keep it secure. I don't think there's anything else. We've got the funnel from previous, we've got the 2 lifeboats here. Yeah, just make sure you keep everything secure for later on. Anyway, that is brilliant, issue 21. Bring it on, I can't wait. Now if you did like that, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon, or we'll see you in a month's time. Now that is it for the Titanic this month, which is absolutely brilliant. But going on to other matters, Eagle Moss, as we all know now, has brought in the administrators, so it looks like we're not going to be able to finish the XO1. I was only 2 issues off completing it, which is gutting. I mean, I'm absolutely gutted for everybody, not just for myself. But I've spent a lot of money on it. I've not got the acrylic case or the light up kit that we should have done, so I think it's going to be a phone call to the bank to see what money I can rescue, unless they do release the parts, but I don't believe they've got them, to be honest. I don't think they've had them for a long time. I have heard rumours that they were having problems at the manufacturing level, and they were searching around for another supplier, and this is why we've had so many delays. But that was just a rumour. I don't know how true that is, to be honest, but I'm gutted just the same as everybody else. But all my other builds are still going strong. I use Hachette and Agora. I won't be using Eagle Moss ever again, obviously. The Mitsubishi Zero, that is coming on brilliant. I'll be doing the video for the aircraft very shortly. I've just been tinkering away with it for the aircraft, but it is looking absolutely superb. You'll be well chuffed about it when you see it. As for the other builds, I'm expecting Spitfire, was it 111 to 114 next week sometime. The Eddie Stobart will be on its way soon, as well as, and the Iron Man from Panholm. Hopefully that finishes January this year, so that is brilliant. But everything else is looking hunky-dory. Unfortunately, Ghostbusters, even though the car looks absolutely superb, just that roof rack. I do believe that somebody has mentioned that they could 3D print the rest of the roof rack parts that I needed. Well, if they can, that'd be brilliant, because at least then I can display it, even though I've not got the case for it. But anyway, that is it for now. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.